Broughton was a former town in the Cape Breton Regional Municipality, about 19 kilometers from the city of Sydney, Nova Scotia. It was going to be one of Canada's first planned towns, designed to eventually accommodate 10,000 residents. In reality, it was mostly abandoned when mining operations failed. During the First World War, Broughton was used by the 185th Cape Breton Highlanders as training grounds. During this time, the famous Broughton Arms Hotel burnt to the ground in April 1916. The hotel is believed to have had North America's first revolving door. Broughton was the first settled at the turn of the 20th century as a mining town for the Cape Breton Coal, Iron and Railway Company. British mining engineer Thomas Lancaster and British businessman Colonel Horace Mayhew, who owned the company, intended to develop the coal seam at Loons Lake. The pair raised millions of dollars, mostly from English investors, and construction on the town was started, with streets laid out and a number of large official buildings constructed, including the office building, the assistant manager's house, the Broughton Arms Hotel, and the Crown Hotel. Remains of these substantial buildings can still be seen today, the scale of which giving an impression of the town's lofty ambitions. A railway was built connecting to the Sydney and Louisbourg Railway at False Bay Head, continuing through Broughton Junction to Broughton itself, a distance of 4.5 miles. Construction began in 1905 and the railway was completed in 1906. Unfortunately, due to the high cost of building, such as a modern town, the company went bankrupt in 1907. They cannot afford to secure rail transportation to get coal from the mine to the port. Quickly after these problems arose, Lancaster and Mayhew left Cape Breton, abandoning the company and the town. The community remained active until its peak in 1916. The Army had taken over the hotels to house 1,200 soldiers during the First World War. After the end of the war, the community declined rapidly. Some residents still live in the area, mostly on Broughton Road, but the town itself no longer exists. Just the ruins remain.